So roll call, Brian Allen.
I'm here.
Okay. Karen Waters.
Here.
Alvin Waters.
Here.
Okay. Alfredo Castillo is absent. And Oscar Jimenez. So let's move on. And let's move on to item 2, public comment on non-agenda items.
Oscar, could you please make a note? We need to make sure that Alfredo has his training updated, and to, he's got to attend these meetings. I mean, everyone's allowed to be out here and there because we have things going on, but, there's been many of them.
Yeah, no, I reminded him. I don't know why he just keeps.
Because it's just not fair. I mean, everyone's got things going on, but it's just unfair to the rest of the committee if one person is just never present and the rest of us, with all we have going on in our lives, we try to make a point to show up.
I get it. I will bring it to his attention yet again. If not, then we'll have to, consider the alternative, right? Which means we'll have to find a secretary. All right. So I don't see any hands up for public comment. I'm going to skip item. Why I didn't remove that? That was, I somehow missed that because really we're not going to discuss that. That was from a prior meeting. So my apologies for that. So we'll just move on to item 4.
Oscar, we have 2 attendees actually.
Yes, Alvin. Yeah, Barbara and Mr. and Mrs. Hale. Okay, so moving on. So here then item 4 is to formulate the agenda for the board meeting for next week, a week from today. Is there anything here that you guys need amended? As far as item B1 and everything there, like I said, I've already reached out to Alfredo earlier today. I emailed him the documents that he will need to put these meetings together, these meeting minutes. So
okay. And Oscar, on item number 3, I think you meant that to be in the executive part, executive committee for the Morning Star. We received an email this afternoon. I really opened it about 2 hours ago.
There are no attachments, by the way.
No, there's no attachment. Well, for the email, but item 3 here, Karen, I think it was oversight. This is something we had on a previous executive committee to discuss. Yes. So
right, and they provided update information to us now, which is they have a website that is up, and they did complete. I have to review everything, of course. I like I said, I opened it 2 hours ago, but they did provide their website and the packet, information packet.
No, I did. Yeah, no, I did see that email as well. And
okay.
So we just have to look at it.
Right, okay.
It wasn't in time for this particular agenda.
Right.
Like I said, this item 3 has nothing to do with that email. This is just an oversight from.
It was attached from another agenda?
The previous.
Okay.
Okay.
The previous meeting.
Are we to believe?
No, it was from, remember we had one executive committee where we discussed this?
Yes.
Yes.
And I just forgot to remove it.
Okay.
Are we saying then that the email we got today, Brian? Excuse me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm asking,
yeah.
Are we to understand that the email we got today when he said there are documents that those are on their website?
No, there are documents. There was some. I'm going to go over it again, Brian, and then we'll be ready for the actual.
There was no attachments.
There was an attachment for their website. Was the first one I opened, but I haven't even been through all of that yet.
Yeah, I think that's what they're saying is that the attachments, the documents that they prepared are on their website rather than in the email. That's all.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll make sure. And then just also on this item, subject to the governor's decision on AB 361, we should be prepared for a community meeting. I spoke with Michelle at St. Euphrasia, and they would be willing to, allow us to do a town hall there in the room where we normally, if we were having an in-person meeting. So
yep.
We just have to have specific dates, and they would check it to see if it's available. So we do have some options available when the time comes.
Okay.
Very nice. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. So let's move on then. Item 4, we've already talked about B on here, B1. The second one, discussion motion to take a position on the administration of hybrid meetings within the ENC system. So Karen, you have forwarded a few links for that. I will forward that to the board, and that way if they want to choose one of those days to attend to see what it's all about. I don't see what there's nothing to preclude us from not going to one of those, right?
No, actually, I think there's one yesterday and one today, but the recording will be available for board members to review, because it is an hour and a half. That's quite lengthy. And sure. what has transpired, and Brian has attended some of those meetings as well, I keep reminding them that most of us are working, and it's difficult for us to set aside time such as an hour and a half on a moment's notice. It's good if we have some time to get it on our calendars. So anyway, with that being said, I'm sharing it, we're keeping our entire board updated. And I had already shared that we would not be able to be a pilot program because the logistics and everything involved is just not possible. So it's good for our board to take a vote, and just whichever way you'd like to word it, Oscar. If you want to say we're open to hybrid meetings, if that's approved, or we'd be happy with the virtual concept, because I think for Brian, and I believe you as well, and Alvin, we're all pretty good with money, and $10,000 to $15,000 for some equipment would take away from our budget. And so it just right. the math isn't mathing here. For one 2-hour, 3-hour meeting a month, it's just not making sense. So the bond, and everyone's still working on it, but I think it's good for our board to get it going, get the ball rolling, and
okay. Yeah, I look forward. I'm gonna make an effort to listen to one of those recordings.
Okay.
See what's discussed. Okay. And then Brian, item C, I put November. Do you think you'll have December MER?
No, December is in January. November is the one that will be outstanding, and we will have that by the meeting. Yes. Well, I can never guarantee anything, but yes, I believe we will have it by our meeting.
Okay.
See, our meeting is on the 6th, right?
Yes.
Yes.
1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. Yeah, we should have it. So we leave it in there.
Well, it's not in here now. That's what I'm saying.
Well, that's what. But I mean, we need the November in there.
Right. That one. Right. So December, then I'll have to put in here that it's not available.
Oh, we don't even have to address the December.
No, but we like to put in there that, just to let people know that we've not overlooked it. So we just put in there that December's not available because it's too close to.
Okay, but you're seeing this wrong. I think the December couldn't be available because we're just entering December. The only one that could be available, anybody would think of, would be November.
Oh, right. Thank you. Okay. No, I keep confusing myself, don't I?
I know.
This before.
It's okay.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Yes, correct. December can't be ready because we're not even done with December. Oh, okay.
November.
Geez, I need another drink. I mean, I need a drink.
Probably not.
Okay. All right. Then for outreach, that's from the outreach committee. That item for the Donkers Shred event, that's good. I'm looking forward to it because I've got a lot of
we have
stuff
the invoice. We have the corrected invoice. We have the corrected invoice with everything spelled correctly, and I actually forwarded the original to you both, Brian and Oscar. You should have that, and then I'll have the invoice.
I haven't gotten anything, Karen.
I copied you both, and I said, please save this, Brian. So you were both copied.
Well, was this a long time ago?
No, but I'll send it again. I sent it to both. Actually, since Alvin's on the financial office, I'll just send it to all you guys.
I do have it saved because, and I'll attach it to, I'll be attaching it when I send out the board agenda.
Okay.
So,
all right. Yeah, so we've got that all ready, and we'll be able to do some election outreach as well. You'll hand out some flyers as the cars come in. So we'll be in good shape.
Okay. And then for public safety committee report, that item was something that actually had been discussed in the, I believe,
public safety
meeting.
Yeah, I have it. But you're right.
What's that?
Sorry, but I do have it.
Oh, okay. The invoice.
The invoice.
Okay,
yeah.
Great, wonderful. Oscar, I had a question on that item H. It said a Roscoe, but there's a signal in a Roscoe. So how is there danger if there's a signal? There's a light there.
There is a light at a Roscoe. It's Tennyson, I believe, is the first intersection right outside of that facility. I believe it's Tennyson that's right to the right. It's the first one, and that does not have a light. Roscoe, to your point, does have a light, and that's a little further. So, so I just take the motion as it was put on from committee.
Okay. Okay.
So that one, like I said, was in the October committee, but I did not put that item on November's meeting because I needed to follow up with the city attorney's office because I am both the president of GHNNC, which is the board who oversees that facility, and I'm also on the executive board of AYSO. So
that was my next question.
So I did reach out to them, and they asked that I recuse myself, which makes sense. That's why it took long to put it on here.
Okay.
I wanted to make sure.
Well, we'll be ready. Clear. We'll delete you and add you back in when the discussion's over.
This brings up an issue. How many board members do we have right now?
13.
13.
Are there 13?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Okay, so we cannot. We must have, if you recuse yourself, we're down to 12. So we can only have one other person miss the meeting in order to have quorum.
Right.
So that's the only problem that I see at the moment.
I think the easiest way, Oscar, 24 hours before the meeting, maybe just a quick FYI, we need to make quorum, so if everyone could please attend. It is our last meeting.
Well, I'll send out the invite before.
Right.
Yeah, but I think you need to get a response.
So
you need to get people.
I do expect that there will be. Well, I'm going to send a reminder, and if they show up, they show up. I mean, I can certainly encourage them, right? Say, it's the last one of the year. Yeah. So,
Yeah,
Right.
but if we know we're not going to have quorum for it, we would have to either cancel the meeting or just avoid that agenda item. Well, if we're not going to have quorum, we have to avoid the meeting.
well, you can't
Hopefully
cancel
we'll
it.
have
You can
11.
if you don't have quorum, you just can't vote on these items.
Right.
No, if you don't have quorum, you can't have a meeting.
Yeah, you
Right.
can
No,
it's
no,
different.
No,
because
no, you can't. You, in order to have quorum, we have to have a quorum of 11. I mean, in order to have a meeting, we have to have a quorum of 11.
Correct. And if there is not a quorum, you have to cancel the meeting.
Right. Yeah, we don't go through it. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully everything will be all right and we'll get through it. I wanted to add something to our agendas, Oscar. We need a column for the Sustainability Alliance report. Looks like the homeless isn't on here either. But the sustainability, because Alvin's on the Sustainability Alliance, so they have a lot going on. So that should be on there as well for report.
Just send me an email and I'll add it on there.
Okay, and that's it.
So, and yes, I do expect that there will be a slew of people from that facility who are going to attend this meeting.
Okay. We'll be ready.
Anyway,
You're frozen, Oscar.
Yeah,
Oh.
I am.
Yeah,
Not
your
your
Let me
voice.
know.
Your picture, not
voice
voice.
Okay. Can you see?
Yeah, there you go. There you go. We now know his neck works.
So, okay. Anyway, so yeah, item H1, yeah, I expect it's going to be quite an attendance from community.
Okay.
Because that is going to be, I think, a heated item. With that,
Okay.
I mean, if there's anything else, I think there's a hand raised. Is that Mr. or Mrs. Hales? Thank you for your patience, by the way. I did see your hand up.
So is this a public comment? Because public comment is supposed to be at the beginning. And so we need to follow the agenda. Public comment was number 2.
I would suggest we.
If I may,
we can hear it. We can hear it, but we just, if you could please just speak on the public comment at the beginning.
If you would allow me, I'd do that, yes. Just quickly, I just left the EVG meeting, which is your hybrid, and General Manager Beltran reassured everybody that's in the plan there will be no cost to the neighborhood council for all the equipment, et cetera, and that they're going to put together an RFP for somebody to help do the technical side of it. Thank you. Hope you guys had a happy Thanksgiving. Bye.
Likewise, thank you.
Same to you.
Oh, that's good. Okay, well, something positive.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. I think that's it. Is there anything else that we?
I don't think so.
I would like to. Well, then never mind. I'll talk to Nathan. I'm very concerned still about the corner of Woodley and Balboa. It's getting worse and worse. The house looks like a junkyard now out front. There's 20 cars parked on that lot.
Did you report it to 311, Brian? That's what you're supposed to be doing. It's not something that we take up. It's those issues go to 311.
Well, this should be taken up by actually it should be taken up by Plum, because it's a misuse. It's a misuse of the property.
Well, it starts with, as we were instructed by CD12, because all they do is report it to 311. So it's best to just report it to 311. And under there's a lot of subcategories there. I've been on there a few times, and so you have to click on.
It's a nuisance. I hear, I get you. And it's private. The thing here is private property, right? Yeah. So I'm sure there's things that have to be followed. I mean, this would be no different than that home on what was it? Blucher?
On Gerald.
Right. Bircher.
Bircher,
yeah, Bircher.
With all that junk. I mean, you know, it's private property. They had all that junk. It's a nuisance, but look at how long it took to get that figured out, right? And how many different agencies had to get involved to get that figured out.
Right. Right.
So I guess question is getting it started somewhere. And
don't forget, I'm sorry, Oscar. I can't see if you're
at the meeting for John. My internet.
Your connection is really, your connection is rocky today, Oscar.
Oscar, maybe turn off your video. It might make a difference.
What's that?
Oh, I was going to suggest to maybe turn off your video because that might, I don't know if that'll make a difference.
Karen,
yes, Brian.
Remember we only spent $4,000 of the $5,000 for tchotchkes, and I suggested that we buy some pens and a lighted pen, meaning lighted tip, not a flashlight, but a lighted tip.
Yes, I remember.
I've got a quote coming in on that. It's somewhere around $800.
Oh, good.
For 700 pens. So
excellent.
If you agree, I'll order them.
Sure. Yeah, because we already had them. You know, they were on the list, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Go for it. Well done, Brian. So what we'll do regarding the lot. Also, Elaine Shagaihan, who's the neighborhood attorneys, she would be a good person to consult initially because she was consulted on Bircher for several years, but ultimately it starts with a report.
Yeah, I know her too.
Yeah, so try talking to her first, and then reporting it to 311. And because neighborhood disputes, because we can't get involved in them, even though we love you, Brian, but we can't get involved in neighborhood disputes because that's
but we can bring to building and safety and planning that the property is being used improperly. That is an action we can take as a council.
Right, well, but Bircher was being used incorrectly as well because they were using it as like a junkyard. And they were selling products, or not products, but they were selling junk. So it's pretty much the same thing. It's just different type of junk. It's cars instead of other junk. But
I would say, I guess I would say it would make sense for us to get involved.
Can we prove that, Brian?
Sorry, what did you say, Oscar?
No, I was just going to say, can we prove that, Brian, that they're using that as a business?
Drive by there and look at the property. He has 20 cars there, and he's working on them. He's set up a tent to work on the cars underneath it. He's got cars in different states of disrepair. It's not something that's very pretty.
Well, you know what? Go ahead, Alvin.
No, I was gonna say, Brian, have you tried calling code enforcement? Because I mean, they take that type of stuff very seriously.
Well, I think that's a good suggestion, and I will personally get involved then and try and find out what can be done.
Because I would say.
I was just going to say, please call Dan Rosales. He gets out in the field all the time. I called him about an issue, and he called me and said, "Oh, I was already out there." So we give a call because he does go out and inspect locations. So that would be a good, just kind of expedite it, so we don't have to go back and forth and.
Next time I bring it up, I'll have some answers.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. All right, other than that, I don't see anything else.
No, we should have a simple meeting.
Okay.
One more thing, Madam Vice President, didn't you want to announce also about about the schools in our area that have made it to
Oh,
CIF?
yes. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, Oscar, if you could please put a congratulations under executive committee. Yes, thank you so much, Alan. Congratulations to Kennedy and Granada. They both placed in their CIF divisions. Kennedy placed in their division and Granada Charter placed in their division. But it was announced like late on Sunday night, I think it was.
Yeah, I don't know if this is relevant, but they do still, I guess they're going to be playing in regionals this coming Saturday. So, I mean, I don't know what the end result. I guess we could just keep it at congratulations for the CIF.
I would just keep it simple. So yeah, if you can just send me an email and I'll go ahead and add it on there.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
Make the kids feel good.
All right. So any announcements from committee members? So I'll start with Brian.
No announcement. Just tired.
Hear ya. Karen.
No, that was it. The school. Congratulations to Kennedy and Granada.
Oh, you know what? Let me go back. I do want to let out of the cat out of the bag. There is a grievance that has been filed by Gary Fordyce on his council, North Hills West, for improper process of a censure.
So and what does that have to do with us, Brian?
Nothing with us other than we're an NC and we know what's going on. And I know I'm the only person, I believe, on this council who could be part of a grievance panel. In this situation, I will not be a part of the grievance panel because I am a witness to this, but I don't know if anybody else will get involved in the grievances or be part of that panel. But I just thought as an NC, we should know, it's public knowledge. It's posted on the DUNS website, but I think it's just important that NCs know when there's grievances in our region, that's all.
Oh, okay. Do they notify all the neighborhood councils, I mean, formally of this?
No, they notify the president, they notify the grievant, and it is posted on their website.
Okay.
To the best of my knowledge, that's the extent of it. Now, obviously, anybody that could be on the panel will be notified in order to be selected. But I think I'm the only one from our council who volunteered for the grievance panel.
You did.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you, Brian.
Thanks for that.
Alvin?
I think for me, just hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving.
Yep, it was good nice. For me. Quiet.
It was nice.
Delicious.
Have you guys noticed that a lot more people are testing positive for COVID?
Oh yeah, the numbers are going up.
They're rising.
Yeah.
Very mild, but it's a lot more people.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
There's one point I think everyone should know if you don't already know it. That is, if you test positive for 10 days, they consider that you no longer have it and you're no longer contagious. And what I'm hearing is that there are many people now who are testing positive and they don't have it. And they test positive over and over and over and over for as much as 90 days.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I was surprised myself. I had to confirm it myself when I was told that. But it is happening. These home tests, you can test positive over and over and over, even after you've had symptoms or no symptoms, and you just continue to test and you continue to be positive. Nobody has an answer to why. It's an anomaly.
Wow. Okay. First I hear of that.
I'll just keep wearing a mask. I can't hassle with it.
That's what I do. I don't care wherever I go. As a matter of fact, even right now at work, I'm wearing one in the office because you know what? And I told my employees, on long weekends like this, people are getting together. The holidays are about getting together. So let's make it a practice of just wearing our masks when we get back from long weekends, because we don't know who we've been exposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to a party on Saturday, a week ago Saturday, and two people, I learned afterwards, two people had COVID, and a friend of mine tested positive 3 days afterwards, and she's still testing positive. But,
yeah, we were at a party, and the PALS event actually, and one of the people tested positive, and I don't think the person's vaccinated because they were really sick. But
that's a problem. If you aren't vaccinated now, you're really
very sick. Yeah. So.
All righty.
All right. Thanks for the short meeting.
All right. Very good. Well done, Oscar.
Thank you. All right. No, thank you all.
Oh, hey, hold it. Barb Malin has her hand up.
Let's see. Well, we've already passed. Let's see here. Barbara. Unmute yourself. Let's see.
Oscar, is it possible for you to unmute her?
No.
No, she has to do it.
I try, but.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there we go.
You did it, Barbara.
Okay. I was at Coffee with a Cop today, and our prosecutor, Eileen Shahagan, do you know who I'm talking about?
Yep.
We do.
She's looking for other problem locations, like the Hoarder House, which is up for sale now and is pretty well cleaned up. But she asked specifically if there's any other problem locations that she needs to know about.
I'll get a hold of her.
Brian.
There you go.
I'll get a hold of her.
Exactly. There you go.
Thank you, Barbara.
All right.
Yes, thank you,
Barbara.
You're welcome.
Okay, so with that,
so have a good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Good night.